If you're a first-time buyer looking at new construction homes in Ontario, there's a new tax rebate that could reduce the cost of a home by tens of thousands of dollars. But the way it works can be a bit confusing. When buying a newly built home, there's actually 3 rebates involved, and understanding how they work together can make a big difference when looking at new construction pricing. The first rebate is the Ontario HST rebate, which is worth up to $24,000. In most builder agreements, it's assigned directly to the builder, so the price that you see from the builder assumes that that rebate has already been applied. The second rebate is the old Federal GST rebate, which is worth up to $6,300. The issue here is that that rebate is phased out once home prices exceed $450,000, so it rarely applies in today's market. Now, there's a new Federal GST rebate, specifically for first-time buyers on new construction homes. In addition to the $24,000 Ontario HST rebate, homes under $1 million receive a full 5% GST rebate, which can be up to $50,000. Homes between $1 million and $1.5 million receive a partial rebate, and homes over $1.5 million don't qualify. So what does this look like in a real-life example? Let's look at a $500,000 new construction home. As mentioned before, most builder prices listed are HST included, and they already assume the maximum $24,000 HST rebate. To find the true tax breakdown, we have to add that rebate back, which gives us an effective price of $524,000, including HST. From there, the base price of the home works out to be roughly $463,700 with $23,200 in GST and $37,100 in provincial HST. Under the new first-time buyer program, that GST is fully rebated. And in most new construction purchases, the buyer assigns the builder the rebate. So the buyer doesn't have to pay that portion of GST on closing. So even though the contract price says $500,000, with the GST rebate, the effective price would be $476,800, which is typically the amount that the buyer would be financing. In other words, the buyer usually doesn't have to apply for that rebate themselves and doesn't have to front that money, just like the provincial HST rebate. One important clause to include in the builder contract is the buyer assigns the GST and HST rebate to the builder. If the buyer doesn't qualify for these for some reason, they may have to repay them on closing. The simple way to think about this program is for new construction homes under $1 million, the 5% GST that's baked into the purchase price is essentially eliminated for first-time buyers. If you're considering buying a newly built home and want to understand how this affects your specific situation or the broader market in general, reach out to us anytime. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.